What's going on, YouTube fan? This is Antonio and I'm back with another video. I literally just got finished watching The Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn. So today's video is going to be a non-spoiler review. If you haven't had a chance to check out my latest video, which is a vlog, a walk around of the 2022 Hyundai Tucson Limited, please check that out after this review. Please remember to thumbs up this video right now. If you have any comments or questions about this review or movie, please leave them below. And remember to hit that subscribe button. It's really, really important. Let's get into this non-spoiler review. Let me start this by saying I actually really enjoyed 2016's Suicide Squad. It was fun, enjoyable, I had a really good time with the movie, but the movie obviously had a lot of problems and WB is at fault for that. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we someday get to see the David Ayers cut of the Suicide Squad that he actually shot and wanted. But going to this film, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, this movie is amazing from beginning to end. Everybody's performance is really, really good. You know, Idris Elba, Viola Davis, Margot Robbie, John Cena, the people that they brought back from the 2016 Suicide Squad. Everybody did a really good job. And when you see the trailer, you think you know what the movie's going to be when you go into it. And I'm just going to tell you right now, just throw that right out the door, because this movie is just, it's really insane. If you are not a fan of blood and killings or anything of that order, please don't watch this film. There's a lot of murder, there's a lot of killings, there's a lot of blood. So if you're squirmish, this movie is not for you. I think one of the greatest scenes happens at the beginning of the movie between Idris Elba and Storm Reed, who plays his daughter, and they're just going back and forth, but the acting is just so good and that scene is so powerful. That's one of the standouts for me. If you're a fan of James Gunn, you know he's gonna think he thinks outside of the box. Whether it be Slither, whether it be Guardians of the Galaxy, brings this flavor of filmmaking into the DC universe, and I really, really enjoy that about him. He picks some obscure characters from Weasel, Peacemaker. The characters are just, overall, the Polka Dot Man. All of them seem very crazy to choose from, especially when you think of the DC comic characters that you can pick, but he pulls it off and it's really enjoyable. Some of them you have a real attachment to, and some of them, based on the trailers, you think everybody's gonna last throughout this movie, and that's just not gonna happen. Especially in like the first 30 minutes, you're gonna be like, what? But overall, I really think he did a great job from beginning to end. Even the villain and monster that they use in this film, you're like, why would you choose that? Then you just have to think, hey, this is James Gunn. He's outside of the box thinker, and this is what he's going to do. Definitely stay for, there are 2 credit scenes. One right after the movie goes off, and then one all the way towards the end after the last credit roll. So make sure that you stay and watch that, whether you're going to the movies or HBO Max, which I did because I'm not going to the movies because of COVID right now. So I did watch it on HBO Max. All the reviews have just been raving about the Suicide Squad, and I have to agree with them. Like, this film is so well done. The action scenes are so well done. One thing that I loved about this movie is the CGI. The CGI in this movie is really, really incredible. Like, they spent the money and put it into the CGI, and it looks really good. Nothing looks out of place. So Walter Hamada has come out and said that they're going to be working with James Gunn again, and I really, really hope that he comes and does another DC film. Preferably if he could take over for Zack Snyder and we could finally get a Justice League 2, I would really love that. James Gunn is so good at directing ensemble films that I think that's the next step for him. I would really love to see what he does with Justice League. What he did with Suicide Squad is just beyond amazing. And Viola Davis, one of my favorites, like she's really incredible, and I'm really happy that they stuck with her with this film playing Amanda Waller. Like, she does a really good job. But overall, I have to say, I really love this film. I'm definitely going to give it another watch, hopefully this weekend, and I highly recommend that if you're a big DC fan, or if you're a comic book movie fan, you're going to want to see this movie. The Suicide Squad is really, really good. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think of this review and what you think of the Suicide Squad. If you watched it or if you plan on watching it, leave me a comment below. Remember to thumbs up this video. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. I would greatly appreciate it. And you can follow me on all social media platforms at Antonio Jakes, and I'll see you next time.